Okay, so we should be going live now. Let me see. I it should work on both. So that one's starting. Good, good, good. We'll go ahead and do this. If you're wondering what we're doing today, let's one make sure the audio is working appropriately. Um, let's see. Oh, I gotta turn this up. Oh my gosh. Go into filters. Go ahead and go to gain that. We're gonna go up, just like that. Now let's check what it's at. Just like that. Oh, why am I hearing the clicking again? What about now? Oh, why am I hearing the clicking again? What about now? That should be better. Okay, so now I gotta turn off the thingy thingy. Okay, so I hit close. Hit this. Advance. Okay, so now I gotta turn off. There we go. The monitors turn off now. So, yeah, today we're gonna work on a few projects. One of them is kind of cool. I was really, really wanting to get X Libra working because Dad's talked about it in the past before. Um, wait, why are you still monitoring? Oh, I know why. Gotta turn this off. Um, I'm a dork. I'm a dork. So basically, what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna get into working with X Libra. You'll actually see that right here. We're working on it with Copilot right now. We're using the Claude model to make modifications. We're obviously going to go check some of the work, make sure it looks decent and not, absolute trash. So and it seems like the stream's working on both platforms for both channels. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. I don't know what it named it, to be honest with you. I probably should look at that, shouldn't I? Name. Yeah, I have no idea where it is. And it's totally fine. I don't care that much. Um, but yeah, it's over there. So, let me see. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the X Libra one. Wait. No, no. They're both X Libra. The ones I'm looking at, you're only seeing one of them. I just gotta make sure you're looking at the right one. So, this is the one. Let's see. I'm confusing myself. Yeah, the one we're on right now is the one where I did on my system. I just don't want to break anything, so I'm not going to reboot yet. I don't know if it's going to break or not. So we'll go ahead and close that because I'm already done with that one. Now, what we're going to do is go ahead and head on to OBS, swap it over because, yeah, I selected the wrong one. That happens. No big deal. I'll go ahead and do this. There we go. I believe it's this one. Yep, there we go. So we'll go ahead and minimize this. And now you'll look at the right one, hopefully. Yep. So what we're doing is we're actually modifying the accretion OS ISO for X Libra, as you can see right here. I actually have it over on my GitHub. It's github.com/SpyVinNatalie64 accretion OS-X Libra. I'm going to fork it over to the official org or move it over once I know it's working to some degree. Again, Dad wanted to do this at one point, so I'm just kind of like, oh, let's go ahead and do it. I think it'd be pretty sick. It'd be pretty cool. Plus, I'm starting to see some bugs on X11 because it's not truly being maintained very well. And we don't really want to switch over to Wayland, as if you head to our website, there's actually a button for the GNOME stuff, and we explain our perspective on Wayland. So, alright, let's go ahead and look at what it's doing. Cool. That's totally fine. At some point, we really do need to go in and clean up the ISO files, because if we were to pull this up right now, like whenever this is over, I'll go in and show you some of the stuff that's been left over from the past, and we could totally do that. So You'll notice some of the scaling's a little weird. There's still a bug in X11 for the display, so I'm just having to capture windows. I don't really know why it does that. I'd probably have to figure it out, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Hmm. Yeah, once this is done, we'll go ahead and build it on the server because we're actually remoted into the server right now. That had more to do with one, I didn't want to have to reset up my SSH keys right now, so honestly laziness. Second of all, it has more cores than I do on this machine, and it decides to try to overheat this machine, so it does a better job. And I'd rather not have to turn on that server. It's kind of loud. Um, I know there's noise suppression, which actually I'm probably going to turn on real quick. I know it helps with some of the background noise, so we'll do properties. Actually, no, it's filters. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but that's totally fine. Um, Noise suppression. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Um, all right, but yeah, so we're gonna continue. Let's see. It seems like it's done. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and compile this. Um, Again. So this is actually very simple. If you clone it, you just have to run the build script in here called build.sh. It's very simple, very easy. I'm actually gonna do this because so we're gonna do Copilot one more time. I don't want to have to type all this out manually, so I'm just gonna tell it to use a different model, and we'll just do 4.1. I need you to please make sure to make branches appropriately when pushing, merge appropriately, delete branches appropriately, and commit. And then we'll even let it do that, because then I don't even have to think about it. But yeah, again though, this is on my personal GitHub for the time being. Um, if I can get this stable enough, I might even convince Dad to let us switch over. And the reason for this is mainly because, again, X11 is not really being maintained very much. I mean, they're still getting security patches and pushed forward, but there's no real features being pushed anymore. Because a lot of those developers went over to Wayland, right? Because if you look, a lot of the same organizations that founded X11 actually founded Wayland. So they're moving forward because of the fact of, long story short, it wasn't meeting their expectations and what they needed anymore, which I get it, but completely abandoning a code base, I think is kind of weird. They should have just taken the effort and the money and, cleaned it up, to be honest. That's my opinion. I know there's the fact of the complete difference in the security model, right? The way I always explained it to people was okay. So whenever you're looking, let's say you're playing a game of poker, right? You can see everybody's cards, is how you do it in X11. Whereas with Wayland, you're literally in another room looking through a window, and that window has a lock on it, and they have to accept whether to open the door or not, or the window or not. That's the big difference. But again, what bothers me is I don't know why they didn't just build another layer like that on top of X11. Starting over to me just seems weird. It seems like you're wasting a bunch of work that was already done. I know it's very, very, very messy. I get that, but then you see projects like Ex Libra that decide to push the mantle forward. The guy who founded it was actually the main developer of it for the most part, anyways. He did most of the pushes. This has nothing at all to do with politics. No, we don't do that with our project. It's just about what's going to fit our use case the best. Um, so yeah, and since he's developing it, there's a massive community around it now. We can actually move forward. And since we're a community-based distribution anyways, it actually could show that we're supporting the community in what way we can, or what ways we can. And if we ever run into a bug or whatnot, I will contribute upstream and push it and be like, hey, This is how you fix whatever it may be. Um, so, assuming they even accept it, right? Because I have no idea. We'll see. Oh, I should probably share the fact I'm streaming, shouldn't I? That's kind of funny. I'm a dork. Um, I should probably provide a link too. Um, we're in. So wait, yeah, this is that channel. Oh wait, did I never like switch over? I swear I switched it over. Yeah, I did, right? Like, why? What? Oh, is that one just behind? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, hi, Dad. Never mind. What? I'm gonna come talk to you because I'm not streaming my own OS. Oh my gosh. What? I'm gonna go ahead and go in the other room for a second and talk to him because yeah, nah, I'm not streaming my own OS. I'm not streaming my own OS. I know, but right, there's actually being features added on the X Libra. So, alright, sorry about that. Yeah, so if we look here, oh, sorry. Um, I'm such a big person. Um, so we're here. I need you to please make sure. Okay, yeah. And then, I don't even know if it actually did it. Did it even push? It probably didn't push. Okay, it did. We're gonna go ahead and go check it. Excuse me, I am so sorry. I'm not trying to burp or anything on stream. That is not my intention. I'm gassy right now and I don't know why. So refresh that. Should be pushed now. Um, what do you mean? No, 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 no. We're gonna do this. Git add, git commit. I'm gonna go ahead and just push it up. I know I'm supposed to do this the official way. I get it. Whatever. I don't care right now. Because, yeah, I just want to make sure this latest version's out there. And then we'll start using proper branches here in a little bit. Yeah. So now, again, we're on the server. So we're actually going to go ahead and build this. So very easy. Again, we have a build script. You'll see it actually references two other files. It's gonna delete the work folder afterwards because of the fact of you again if you do it a second time you're gonna use that folder, and then it's gonna break a bunch of stuff. So, anyways, you can see that it runs a refresh.sh and make archiso.sh, which we set up. You can see this all it does is remove the work folder and the out folder, and then it does something similar to this script, and it runs the make archiso command with the amount of cores it's supposed to have. Wait, sheesh, he messed it up. It's okay. All you have to do, wrong thing. It's that. And now you got to run this with sudo because you're gonna need access to being able to delete that work folder. So And then you go ahead and grab your password. I have Proton Pass, so yeah, that's what I use. Paste in my password. And now we leave it alone. Just gonna go ahead and build. Okay, so you'll see here, obviously we don't have the packages. What we're actually gonna do. So all we have to do is go ahead and pull these packages in. I'm assuming these are based out of the AUR. So let's go back. So we go to packages. Oh, it's in here. We can go ahead and pull them here using EA. X Libra video, AMD GPU, X Libra video, Intel. Gotta actually type the word right. That helps too. And then we'll do the same thing for the others. Video, new val, which is going to be for your NVIDIA cards, and then we'll have X Libra input, lib input. So this is 1%, like 1-to-1 drop in is what it is. So keep that in mind. It's not going to be a difficult transition. So all we have to do to build these, go into each of them and build them. So we go into X Libra. So we'll do them one at a time. Video, AMD. Helps if you type it right. I'm just ahead of myself. So gotta update the package sums, and then you gotta compile it. This might take a few minutes. Again, this is exactly why I'm doing this on the server and not my machine. Oh god, this is gonna be fun. Okay, we're just gonna do this. This is an easier way of doing this. I could do this all by hand technically, but I'm gonna handle all the logistics. I need you to compile all of the X Libra packages in this folder and put it in, and put the output did binary into drive one personal, then add it to the personal.db.tar.gz database within that folder with the repo add command. There might already be one in there, just name something else. I'm gonna be careful. So we also put in repo remove. Very easy commands to use. Repo add is literally just repo add with sudo, assuming, depending on the permissions of the folder. But repo add, and then the database name, and then the package. So you got a full name for repo add. Repo remove, you only do the name of the package, not the full, tarball name. So we'll do that. They're getting confused. I really hope not. Okay, yeah, it sees them. Good. Yeah, so like we just gotta be patient while this is doing its thing. This may take a few minutes because we're compiling essentially X Legend. Yeah. I'm hoping I can get this to work because I have no idea. I mean, because like honestly, switching over is a good idea. Dad says, "Oh, X11's not going anywhere." He's technically right. It is not going anywhere. However, I would rather be ahead of the game on working on something like this. And then what we could do is I'll talk to them, see if we can push out just a standard version for people who want to do it, and then for people who want to use the X Libra version, they totally can. It'd be an option. Again, though, we cannot guarantee 100% stability on X Libra, but we can do our best. Again, it's a newer project and it's being worked on, so keep that in mind. That's fine. Yeah. I am so sorry. I'm tired. Gotta get my phone real quick. Oh, my phone's about to die. Oh, you messaged me. Google did. Interesting. That was from earlier when I was too authenticating factor. I need more to drink in a little bit. Excuse me. Um, Wrong browser session, Nat. Open up the other one. Oh? What do you mean something went wrong? Ooh, ooh. Wait. What? What? I'm so confuzzled. Yeah, and this one that shows that one. Okay. Let me see. You should be working. You silly goose. I know how to use an encoder. Thank you very much. Oh my god, why is it doing that? Blah! Okay, on the Accretion OS channel, it's not actually pushing through the second. Oh my god. That is so silly. Do this. Do this. Like, what? I'm so confused. In God. I'm gonna reset the stream on this one. Hit cancel. Is this just being buggy? Stop. Start. Nope, it's not. Modify. Why are you being a pain? Oh, you know why? Gotta do that one. Ooh, woo. I thought so. Really? I'm so confused. Why are you not working? Like, actually. You know, one channel works, my personal one. But, like, the Accretion OS one? It's just like, nah, dude. Nah. I don't know. Trying to figure this out. Use default scene. Maybe? No, that doesn't work either. No idea why this is doing this thing. Why? Why you do this? Maybe I'm just dumb. Oh. Did this work? No, that didn't work. It's not Linux unless you're troubleshooting. Yeah, I legitimately have no idea why this is doing this. Like, no idea at all. Makes zero sense. Zero sense why this is doing this. Because I need to use a different encoder, maybe? Nope. Maybe they put something in to where it does this on purpose. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. Anyways, what I could do? Super hacky workaround. Super hacky workaround. But, um, what I can do, I suppose. Let's do this. Window capture. Yeah, I know how to do this. So, we're gonna actually create another scene. And what we'll do, you're not gonna be able to see this, but what it'll actually do is capture the other scene. I know, like, super crazy way of doing this. I get it. I get it. Let's see if I can do this though. That way, I have no idea. Cancel. There has to be a way of doing this, right? There has to be. Oh, scene. Yes. So, scene. Okay. Just like that. So, okay, now let's try. Oh, wait, is it not working? It has to work. Come on. Seriously? Are you actually going to be like that? For real? Okay, that works. That doesn't work. This is making me so mad. Like, legit. Oh, I know what they're doing. Sheesh. Sheesh. What? Sheesh. Makes me angry. Angry. There has to be a way. Modify. Okay. Just seeing how much delay there is. I'm going to stop this one. Cool. And we'll start another one. Okay. Stupid fly. Ah, there we go. Yes, I had to do a really weird workaround to make that work. But now that it's working, we can move forward. So, as you can see here, it's gonna switch over to the builder account. Essentially, it's called builder. So I'm gonna go into the xlibra input lib input directory and it's gonna go ahead and build it. Yes, and that's fine because we know what it's doing, right? You don't just blindly accept this stuff. Don't do that unless you want to wreck something. Let's see. I need to plug you in at some point. Actually, I guess I don't give that much of a crap. Um, I could have technically done this part by hand, like I said, but whatever. I don't really care. So we're just gonna wait while we're doing this. Oh, did I ever put it in here? I did not. ADHD brain is real. Okay. Oh, that's what I was doing whenever I did this, wasn't it? So we actually need a share button. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. Alrighty, there we went. Oh, why did they still name that? It's not even playing retro games. It's helps if you actually name the stream, right? You know? So let's do that. Um, yeah, go to stream settings. Yeah, that's fine. Various ISO modifications is not a big deal for a name. So we're gonna go ahead and again for this. I'll go ahead and like look back and forth on the chat, see if anybody shows up. We're already live. What do you mean connect your encoder? Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So, um, I know this is not the most fun thing in the world. I get it. I just want to make sure we have record of what we're doing and whatnot, so that people know. You know, like this is the modern way people do things. So, I'm gonna turn on some music though. You should not be able to hear what's going on for music, but I'm worried this might pick it up. How else can I? I'd have to plug in my phone, I think. Yeah, let me go grab my charger. Do that. Grab me phone. No, did you? You died before I could. It's charging now, so whatever. It's turning on. So it was at 1%. So I'm actually gonna need to pull this up because it broke the chat because I'm streaming on two channels at the same time. So if you're curious, my personal channel is what we name Sprongles, but it actually has my real name on it. So let's see. Need to. There we go. Dad was wondering why I'm not streaming on my on my on Accretion. I'm like, I am. I'm doing both. Let's see. So. While we're waiting, I guess we can do other stuff. So I was if we go look at the website, right? Let me make another scene for that because I don't want to break anything. Scene, the website. This will be capturing the browser. So window capture. Okay. I'll do this, and then we'll go to Mozilla Firefox, just like that, and then we'll go ahead and scale it properly. So I'll do fit to screen, see? And then we'll lock it in. So as you can see here, right, let's make sure you can see it on both. Okay, cool. You're cool. You're seeing it on both. Good, good. So we go here. Now all you gotta do is you go to accretionalist.org. As you can see here, so we actually added a few things. So if you look here, we have our Discord link. We've actually been playing a little bit with Stoat, or I have. As you can see here, it's loading in. It's a Discord copy. The reason for it is because the recent stuff with ID verification. I don't have a problem with trying to protect people, but it's not being used for that purpose, to be honest. I really don't think so. Yeah, you can come join this right here. I am the only one in it right now because I only set this up yesterday. Then we go here, right? It'll take you to our GitHub. We did switch over to code, accretionless code, due to a variety of reasons. I'm not going to talk about it on here. And then something else cool I'm going to show off while we're already here. I did go ahead and make an ISO builder for those who want to build one. There's a few differences between each of these. You're going to read them if you want to. But it also stores them so you can download them if you want. So we don't have to build them a million times. The reason I did this, Arch doesn't have one unless you go from the command line. And we're looking at new users, right? They're not going to know how to use a lot of the command line utilities. They're not going to probably have the hardware to really to just go and build something like this if you're using a lean distro like ours. So keep that in mind. We'll go here, and then you'll go ahead and see we do have our GitLab again. We just set it up on purpose. I can actually show you it's up and running by logging in. Yeah, see, it works all right. It has a new design. I don't need to update it. It's on the latest version. If you want to come look at stuff, you can go to our projects. Like if you go look at mine, I have stuff up here. This was for a friend. This is for an online installer I'm working on. This is the script itself for an installer. This is a browser. This is a fork of, they're calling it Stoat now, but it's Revolt. I haven't pushed up Accretion-OS, what's it called? Accretion-OS Libre yet. I probably should. And then, yeah, so let's go ahead and do that while we're already here. Accretion-OS X Libre. Then we'll do pick a name, just my own. Public. Hit create. And we're actually going to just have it pull to GitHub, I think, because I don't want to have to reset everything up. It could be annoying. We're going to go ahead and go here. If you go to repositories, I'm not sure if it goes both ways, but we'll see. Go to mirroring. Does it allow for us to pull, or does it only allow us to push? Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it allows for us to pull unless we set it up differently. Well, that sucks. I guess we'll have to do it this way. I don't want to have to do it this way, but we're gonna have to do it this way. We're gonna have to wait for it to finish, and I'm gonna copy all this stuff into the GitLab version of this, and then we'll go ahead and have it mirror from this. Do that. That'll make it pretty easy. Then I can go to my personal. Yeah, we're not going to be able to have it, let's say, from GitHub mirror to the normal org. What I'll probably do is have it where it mirrors from here to both of those, so my personal and the org version. So I'm not actually going to fork it. I'm just going to put two different repositories. But I can just work out of here. That's totally fine. I think that's the easiest way of doing this. I know. I'm crazy. I know. I think way too much when I do this stuff. Anyways, here's that. We do have an xCloud. I did actually turn off registration, even though it says it down here. I think I did. Let me check. We'll use my other email. My old email. I can still get into. Kind of curious. Does it work? I don't care on the password. Oh, it's gonna make me. Gonna make me do this. Save. What do you mean? Please make it unique. It is unique. Oh my god, that's freaking crazy. Fine, we'll do that. Fine. That better? To make you feel better, Nextcloud? Jeez. Security policy. Yeah, no, that's not true. It's probably just taking another process, as you can see here. I don't know if it's going to send a verification email, because I thought I turned this off, to be honest. And if they didn't, that's totally fine. You guys can register. Just please don't overutilize this. We do this as a courtesy. Then we'll go down here. We do have a discourse, kind of cool. It's a little forum for those of you who want to post on a forum. It looks familiar. Manjaro and a bunch of other distros have this. I don't bother really theming it too much. I don't really care. You got a welcome to post here if you want. You go here. We also have a Mastodon. I specifically did this. Yeah, I did turn that off. I'm glad I did. If you want an access to the Nextcloud, you'll have to come talk to me, and I'll make you an account. Um, I know why I did that. Anyways, here is the Mastodon. You can actually create an account. You'll get an email. I already tested that. The GitLab, you'll get an email if you want to register an account. But I do have to authorize it. So we did that intentionally because of bots and spammers and everything else. Um, yeah, just come talk to us in our Discord if you want an account on those two things. There, we have plenty of resources for you to hang out with, whatever you want to do. Um, that's up to you guys. There is a recent controversy. You'll see these AI assistants on here. This was somewhat of a joke, but okay. There's nothing wrong with AI. And if you look at my last stream on here, on the Accretion channel, or the last stream, you'll actually see it's totally fine for the most part. Yeah, there's obviously times where it does hallucinate, but that's far less than it used to be. And if somebody has a problem still, they can still come to the Discord and talk to us. There's also the fact of if you go here, right? Just want to push this out again. There's no reference to AI on here. We're not telling you to use AI for support, like at all. This sends you to the Discord. The team directory doesn't have AI in it. You look here, it tells you the different services we have right now. Right? Like, there's no AI on here. It just tells you your support. You look here, it just sends you to Arch for the basic foundation of things, GitHub and GitLab. Again, no AI on this page. That was intentional. So, um, yep. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, cool. So we go ahead and close that, close that, close that. I'm gonna put in an earbud, I think, while we're talking and just chilling and BSing and waiting for that to finish. Go ahead and do this. Best $10 a month I've ever spent, I swear. You know, it's better than having to write it all by myself. Way better. I'm gonna go ahead and hit forward there. Gotta put in my password. Oh my god, come on. I can't type like this. So hard to type when your phone's sitting on the table. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up. Right, because I have a hard time connecting on this machine with my Bluetooth earbuds that we used. This specific pair, it likes to crash my desktop environment. I don't really know why. But it's not a huge deal. It's just my phone. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it does that, but it's not. Yeah. Again, it's not a big deal. I just need to be able to turn on my earbuds so I can turn on some music. Shut up, phone. Okay, am I using the wrong earbud? Yeah, I was using the wrong earbud. That's for the other one. Because I have two sets. Um, I'm not even sure if this is the right one. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. It is. That's the right one. Let's go ahead and turn on music. Or just chilling. Turn you on. Cool. So. Today I actually updated the site a little bit. If you're on mobile, please let me know how it's doing. I did check on my phone, but my phone's 18 by 9. Let me know if you're on 16 by 9 or 4 by 3, if it scales okay for you. It's not going to be perfect. This pop bar doesn't completely display any on mobile, but that's just because of the width issue. But everything else should be okay. You'll see some of this stuff gets put in a different organization, but as long as you can see everything, that's truly what matters. Yeah. Let me see. Something else that's cool. I use Copilot and the GitHub interface sometimes. I just want to make a small edit because frankly, I don't want to have to go through the whole process sometimes. It's not even laziness. It's more like it's a hassle whenever you have to use Proton Pass to get into your server because of past hacking attempts. Um, cool. Yeah, it's just gonna go ahead and build it. That's totally fine. You're gonna use each other for dependencies, and that actually makes more sense. Yeah, what's up?
Streaming?
Yeah.
I will. You should make a plasma one.
Do you really want me to?
Oh, can you get a wobbly window?
Why would I build a plasma one?
Well, for the more experienced user.
I don't want to build it. If so, or I'll build it, but I don't want to maintain it.
Oh.
What's up? If you can
What's a
find
good one that would be quick and fast for the more experienced user?
Mate,
Mate's good. You should do mate then.
because it's based on a lot of.
I want our users to have a choice. And mate, I
Oh.
know will use compass, so
So what I wanted to do to start out, right? This other guy that's in our Discord, he wants to try playing with Pipeline. We talked about that.
that's got a lot of issues though.
It's not even that it has a lot of issues, but it's a rolling beat.
I didn't even know the crap.
It's a lot of work. I don't know if they realize what they're getting into on that. I'll let them see how much work it is, and then we'll move on.
You should do mate. I like mate. That's the one I started with first.
I know we can play with Mate.
I want our users to have a choice between desktops.
Yeah. So what I was wanting to do, well, as you see right here, I'm working on moving over X Libra to see if it works. X Libra to see if it works okay. So that's why I'm testing it in my own stuff before, as we're putting a repository in our
right
in our main course. And we're gonna go through a lot of testing before we ever publish that. But yeah, I'm not opposed to doing Mate.
Are you doing it with accretion no?
Mm-hmm.
With cinnamon?
Yeah.
Oh.
The only difference is swapping out X Libra into it and compiling the packages for it right now.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, like, yeah, I want to see if we can get that working. But yeah, I'm totally on board with the Mate thing. I don't want to have to maintain it, but I kind of think I'm gonna have to. Mate, because not
you
that
have to have. So,
because
no, you have a second one. That's going to be the one you maintain. But that's why I was thinking Mate is actually pretty good.
Yeah, the reason I'm saying
also known as mate.
It's Mate. It's from France. It's Mate.
I call it mate because I'm an ass. Okay, but I know I started with it.
But yeah, I will maintain it if I have to, but I want somebody else to come in on this too, because
yeah, but I don't see that happening anytime
I don't know.
Okay, it was just an idea, passing thought.
Yeah, if you want me to, I will.
You got to take a good desktop and one that's going to. We can maintain it like accretion now.
Yeah, because like all I have to do, it's actually not even that hard. I can open up Copilot. I can go take the accretion repository and say I want to use Mate instead, but keep the theming the same.
They could probably do it.
They would probably do it in like maybe
an hour. Probably do the same thing with X Libra.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, AI has made all this so much easier. It's not even funny. And you guys witnessed that conversation. That's totally fine. Yeah, apparently Dad wants a Mate version. I'm totally fine with that as long as we can streamline the building process. I know John in the past was wanting to do something like that, which I'm totally down for. I just need to make sure that we have a consistent understanding that, okay, I'm not going to pay out of my pocket for a bunch of GitHub BS. That's the reason we put back up our GitLab. If we can do it via GitLab CI, I'd be totally on board for automating things. Because honestly, having the thing at max performance doesn't increase our power bill more than like $2. So I would be happy to do that. And we're running a bunch of stuff on it now too. So if he wants to do that, cool. But I know he's been really busy lately. I've been talking to other people on Discord, and this new person seems super cool. I really like him. They're wanting to play with Hyperland. It's a lot of work, and if they're willing to maintain it, they're all for it. I just want to make sure they're stable in their life before they do a commitment like that. But yeah, there is that. So there's also somebody else that does a lot of infrastructure stuff. They worked in IT in the past. They seem really cool. And they're actually my personal Discord stuff, and they seem nice. Yeah, I think the community is growing, and that's a good thing. I think the hardest part is getting developers to actually come in. Okay, so this is where I think the guy Murder from Mars had it all backwards. He tried to say, why would they come to your distribution if Arch is the one they're going to end up on? And that's where I don't think they got what we were saying. They're not. They're not going to end up on Arch. They're actually going to still have the Arch base, but still use ours. Hopefully, that's the goal. Because then they can come in and be contributors to help us, and we can still contribute upstream to Arch. We can be the middle organization that still is able to teach people, train people how to do different things, and then they can essentially graduate, but then hopefully they realize, hey, these are the people who helped us learn. Let's contribute back. That's the whole idea of open source. It is. That's exactly what it is. So, yeah, it's kind of the whole concept. Um, yeah, that's the goal. But yeah, once this is done and I get this to compile properly and it works well, I'll send it over to Dad, tell him where to download it and try it, and then we'll move on to working on the Mate version after I automate the building of this version. Because what I want to do is have it where whenever we compile the Accretion OS one, it's going to automatically trigger a builder to compile this one. Um, Honestly, I don't even need GitLab to do that. I can literally just make this build script do that. It would be pretty easy. It's a lot less work than having to go through and make workflows and everything else. Uh, I know it's a very non-traditional way of doing things. I get it. It's not the way the industry is doing things, but to me, there's no reason to overcomplicate it. There's zero reason. And as John told me, I'm never gonna change. I'm not. That's just who I am. And if my way works for me and it works well, and I'm able to help people and contribute and do what I can, I'm gonna do that. So, um, let me see if we have any comments. I don't believe so. Did I ever change it back from the browser? Let's go look in the OBS. I don't believe, no, I didn't. Let me go here. I'm so sorry. This right here is what's going on. It's actually compiling the packages and it's moving it over to the repositories and adding it to the repos, which is totally fine. I'm super happy about. And then we're going to compile it here in a minute. So super sick. I gotta say that. But again, though, right? Like seriously, AI has made this all so much easier. I could have done this by hand, but look how much faster this was than having to do it by hand. So, um, sorry, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. It's going to go ahead and install it and make sure it works. Or no, it's removing it from the system so that whenever it restarts, it doesn't try to boot into Xlibra. So, they had to use them for dependencies for one another is why I did it. And there's going to be a few more minutes. I'm to rebuild them. Okay, it's debugging. Yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm very, very excited about this. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I know when I get excited, he gets excited, and I love what we're doing here, right? I have been told I'm very passionate, and I am, about the things I do. I've been told there should be distance between what you are doing professionally and what you are doing in your personal life. But I've always disagreed with that. And the reason for that is because if you're actually passionate about what you're doing, it may hurt worse um, if you end up failing at it, but it also is a bigger learning experience for you. And it means, okay, next time I got to do better. And I'm very, very, very happy about that. Like this is super fun for me. I really, really enjoy this. This is the most fun things I have ever done in my life. Okay, it's finished compiling. So I don't even need the AI now to do this. So we got to just go to, we'll go back a directory because we're already kind of here. So accretion OS, X Libra. It's gonna pull from us. Um, yeah, it's gonna actually read from the pacman.com file in here. So if I were to cat it out for you, it's actually pretty simple. There we go. So you can see here, it went ahead and pulled in our own repositories. So the Accretion OS repo main is the main one we pull from. But then you'll see personal. That's where we just put stuff in. You can see the addresses. Those are completely available, but they are protected, so don't try to do anything. But I know some of you people out there. But yeah, let's go ahead and build. I hope this works. But first, we're actually going to remove the var cache pacman. Okay. That's totally fine. It's not dangerous because of that. So, I did something stupid. I am so sorry. We're gonna have to go. Accretion OS. Oh no, did I actually. No! Okay. It's not a hard script to rewrite, so all I have to do. I was an accident. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Um, all you have to do is rewrite the script. So it's heck. I don't. If I do it this way, I don't even have to type sudo. So it's just gonna be sudo bash refresh.sh double ampersand, so we can say and sudo bash make an sepio.sh, which I showed you guys earlier. And then I can even make this a little neater and just do sudo um, bash remove rf work directory, right? So we can do that, and then we just gotta chmod it. So, meaning change permissions to executable right here. So build. Now we don't even have to type sudo. Let me see. Did I name it something else? Let me see. Yeah, it's make arch ISO, not making a CPIO. I'm a dork. So make arch ISO. Here we go. Let it build. It says it can't satisfy it. Interesting. Serious. Yeah, so why is it not? Oh, you know why? Maybe. Um, why isn't it actually? Like, it should be in there, right? So ls drive one personal grep actually bruh input dash lib input. Yeah, it's right there. So like maybe I just didn't add them appropriately. Let's try to do that. Repo add. Um, we'll do the long form address because I want to make sure I'm seeing the names right. I don't want to get rid of it by putting too many commands. So we're going to do personal.eb.tar.zz. That's the name of the database. And then we'll do the same path, but the names of the packages. So Xlibra, because I think I just didn't add them right, to be honest. Um, yeah, because as you can see here, right, it actually it did also put the debugs. So if we do it this way, you can actually add both. We can change the name slightly too in here and make this super easy. So this is going to be video now. You're going to do it this way. Oh my god, that makes it even easier. We just do 6. So, we just do bash build. This still says it cannot. Oh, we need Xlibre server. That's what's going on. So we have to just go here, go to packages. We got to pull in Xlibre X server and compile this. I'm a dark. So I'll go into here. Again, I can show you how to do this part by hand too. So we go Wait. Oh, you know why? We're putting in the wrong name. We list out, then we do update package zones and make package dash force. Force is only usually a view of source and package folders in here, but yeah, it's just habit. So we do that. So it's gonna take a while. It's being sent in here. Probably gonna have me install some stuff. We'll see in a minute. Yeah, see, that's what I figured. We're gonna have to. I'm surprised it's only one package, to be honest with you. Yes. I'm assuming we have the wrong version on here. Yeah, why are the mirrors having problems? Again. Oh. Yeah, pulled in, so now we can build. I know, that's really weird that it had timeout. Maybe somebody like restarting a server or something else in the cache. I don't know. But we'll see. Again, that's going to take a while. Yeah, I've actually been really excited about these types of things. It's really a lot of fun. So let's see, yeah, let's see if it's the right version though. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Because this says 1.6.0-1, right? I think it just said greater than, so it should be okay. Yeah, it's compiling. Cool. Afterwards, all I have to do is just move this over to personal, add it, and then we can go compile the ISO image. The only thing that's going to be annoying is I'm going to have to make it where it automated. It's going to be automated to compile these and put them in. We'll do that in a little bit. I'm not worried about it yet. Um, I just have to remember to do it. So I don't know which order we'll do that in. I actually need to delegate that, I think. What I'll do is, yeah, we can do that right now. No, we can't because it's compiling. It's using the source within this folder. Whenever this is finished, what I'm going to do is open up another terminal window, and we'll actually just go into the folder, which is the source folder above this one, and then say, hey, all the X Libra packages inside of this folder, I need you to set up as an automated service to compile. Um, and then add to drive one personal every Saturday at whatever time. Right. Because by having it weekly, we can hopefully avoid a lot of these problems potentially in the future. Because usually it's backwards compatible. It's fine on them because they're actually decent developers. Uh, so that's what I'm kind of thinking at the moment. We'll see. Because if we have an automated build, then I don't really have to worry too much about problems per se. But again, I'm not going to completely maintain this one. I'm just going to give it there as an option for people. Because, right, a lot of the problems with this are going to be the same as X11. There's just some stuff built on top of it. That's really what this is X11 plus some extra stuff. Um, so I'm not super, super worried about it. And again, I'm probably just going to put this in our probably gonna put this in our main repositories on GitHub and on GitLab, but I'm probably gonna put it in the build tool, not on the actual website. So people would have to go to the build tool to even see it. It'll be a second option there. I'm not gonna have this automated to ISOs, I don't think, like I said earlier. I just don't really want to. Oh god. We're gonna have to do this very carefully. So as you can see here, the way it's formatted is it's xlibra-x server. You'll see a bunch of different files attached to it. We're gonna need all of those. So the easiest way of doing this is xlibra-x server -star. But now we have to be careful because that tar.gz on the right is actually the source. So what you can do is star, as well everything after it, and we can do tar.zst, and it'll see it right. So let me try to go to drives one personal. We can move them. And then we go to, let's make sure it only moved those, which it did. Then we go to drive one, personal. And then all we have to do is add it. So we do repo add. Um, you want to make sure you specify with dot forward slash just so it doesn't mess anything up. Here, basically saying inside this directory, and then you do um, the database name. And then now we do something similar to what we just did. So x libra dash x server star dot tar dot zst, just like that. And it's going to add all of them. So now all we have to do here in a second is go compile the ISO. So we're going to go to projects, go to Accretion OS X Libra, and we're just going to run bash build. Just like that. Oh, it still says the problem. Interesting. X Libra. Zero. What? Oh, wait, what? What do you mean it conflicts? Okay, we'll try doing this, I suppose. Sudo. So we're actually going to go into drive one. We're going to try removing one of them. If that works. Sudo. So here's the repo remove command, like I was talking about. So repo remove, you do personal. You got to make sure to specify this carefully. And that's what I meant by it's a little bit different. So X Libra, X server dash bootstrap is what we're going to name it. Or as you can see over here on the right side, you do not put the full tarball name. Just do that. And then we're going to go ahead and remove it. Or no, we're not going to remove it. I'm just not going to have it in the database. And then now we'll go ahead and head on back. So cd home directory project. We're going to go back in, save the builds now. I hope so. So bash boot. I may have to wipe the cache. Nope, it's building. Heck yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Sorry, I'm just like really excited. I don't know. Dang. But it's going to be compressed heavily, so keep that in mind. Yeah, it always is. So I'm very, very happy. I'm so excited. Oh, it's failing to download. Oh no. Why are you failing to download? Um, let me move. With a work directory, it might just be that. Oh no, it did the thing. I believe there's an unmount script in here. Yes, it is. So we're gonna do sudo. I did this because it got annoying. So now we'll do this is from yeah, this was built on another machine. So we'll go ahead and do this. Why are the repositories not online? Oh no. No. I guess we're gonna have to take care of this. Yeah, that's fine. I'm assuming. Did they get corrupted? Repo add personal. Okay, I guess I actually have to remove that one package before I do this. I gotta be very, very careful. I do not have that in here. So what we're actually gonna do, we're gonna remove this because there's also a debug package. So now I'm gonna do just like that. It's gonna take a minute. We're gonna have to do the other one here in a minute too. I don't know why it did that. That makes no sense. It's also why you don't do AI for that stuff. That was my mistake. It'll take just a few seconds. The other one's gonna take probably about 10, 20 minutes because we're talking 17,000 packages. It's insane. Again, though, it's not a huge deal if it's 5 minutes for this happening, or even 20 minutes. If it was 5 hours, that's one thing, but things happen. I wish we had a redundancy, but we don't, and that's really interesting to me. I mean, I guess we do, but we don't really talk about it. More at that. So it's on a completely different drive. So have fun trying to get to that if you're gonna be mean like that. Okay, so cool. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go into repo main. I'm gonna go ahead and x86 64. See, now we do this. We will add accretion OS main. No, that is not what I told you to do, you little turd butt. Um, wait, did it? No, you didn't. No way. You did not. Oh, it did. That explains it. I am so mad. Screw you, Copilot. That's all I have to say. Why would you do that? Okay. Oh, actually, I'm gonna just type it in. Accretion. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. Alright, accretion OS. Nah, it's capital OS, if I remember right. It's been so long. I've actually looked at the file. There it is, .tar. I was like, oh my god, if it actually did everything. It's gonna be so mad. It's gonna start here in a second. Yeah, it's doing everything in this folder. Take a few minutes. Uh, why would you do that? After this, we'll build it. I really hope he's not pulling the repos and that's why this happened. If he is, I'm gonna be so mad. Or if it's doing it at this time while we're talking. And see, it's gonna take a while. Yeah,
ISO.
I know. I'm working on it right now.
Oh,
It's just airing over and over again. I don't know why it's doing this.
so it looks like it's perfectly fine setting.
I know, like that's. I mean, these are just segs, but yeah, that's just segs. Seg. Yeah, it's just adding the packages. These are totally fine. We just don't bother with the segs for us.
No, I mean the repo itself is completely.
I know it's working on it.
It can't find any of the files.
No, if you look here, there's sig files that it's airing on. The rest of these, I know. I'm re-adding everything to the database. Is what I'm saying because it got messed up.
Because the databases get messed up.
I don't know. So I'm just re-adding everything, and it'll work again. I already did the personal. I'm waiting on this one to finish.
Well, personally, working either, so.
I know, because it's trying to go through Accretion OS main. It's gonna error. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna wipe the cache, and we'll do it again. We'll figure it out. What? Why are you being bitchy?
Okay, it fails.
Right.
All of them.
Right. So I'm fucking working on that.
That shouldn't have been messed up.
Yeah, and guess what? You fuck shit up all the time. So don't even start.
Yeah, but no, I'm not bitching. I'm just saying that shouldn't have been the problem. You could have just copied it from.
No, you still have to re-add it to the database. Remember, it has different names. So this is Accretion OS main. So it'll take like 20 minutes to do this, and we'll yell
I know you could have copied it from version 2 x86 back to it, and it copies the repo-main files and everything.
Well, I restarted this, so
You're going to be here for a couple hours.
that's totally fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for right now. Once this is done, because it's just gonna be this for the rest of it. Those errors you're saying are just because of sig files. We don't bother pulling those in. It just saves bandwidth. There's no point, not for us. Yeah, it's just gonna continue to do this. It's gonna be doing this for a very long time. So once this is done, I'll go ahead and start streaming again. And then I'll go ahead and build the ISO live. So on that note, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. It'll probably take about an hour or two. If I'm feeling like it, I'll get back on. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. If my screen turns back on. Bye bye.